So people are still asking me this one question that I thought I already answered before, right? But hey, I guess people still don't get it or haven't heard it or something. So I'm gonna talk about this one question as it concerns marital problem-based green cards. That is the VAWA application process. Stick around shortly and we'll be back as we discuss this topic. Guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel where each week we discuss, as you know, all things life and legal. This is attorney Elizabeth Wafula. I'm your favorite immigration attorney and I'm returning once again with your weekly legal tip. Today, the topic I wanted to discuss ties into VAWA, that is marital problem-based green cards. And the topic I wanted to discuss was, do I qualify for a marital-based green card? Do I qualify for VAWA if I'm separated or divorced? Okay, do I qualify for VAWA if I'm separated or divorced? Now, VAWA stands for Violence Against Women Act, promulgated in the early 90s. It was promulgated to help any victim, any person who finds themselves in a bad marriage and is being taken advantage of by their U.S. citizen or their green card holder spouse, okay? So it's a misnomer. It actually applies to both men and women who find themselves in a bad marriage and who can show that their spouse is intentionally keeping them under or mistreating them, basically just because they lack status. All right, so person has got to show some intentional mistreatment by their U.S. citizen or green card holder spouse, and if they can show that and they show that it's connected to the fact that they don't have a green card, then you may have a chance at VAWA. As I always say, do not attempt a VAWA application on your own. I can't tell you how many VAWA applications I've had to take over or people have messed up, and then when they come, we're having to do it a second time. Had they just hired me or hired a professional first time, they would have been sitting on a green card already and probably already on their way to citizenship. So don't do this on your own, okay? So there are three scenarios. First scenario is you and your spouse had it so bad, the relationship was so bad that you guys had to separate. So you're living in a separate residence, he or she's living in a separate residence. If you're separated, you still qualify for VAWA, but I would say definitely use a lawyer, because depending on how long you've been separated and what's happened in between your separation, you probably need a lawyer to prove up the case well and to be able to convince immigration that there was some valid relationship there and that you guys just didn't work out because of mistreatment, okay? So you do need a lawyer. Make sure you use a lawyer, especially in the case where you guys are separated and you want to file for VAWA. Number two is a scenario where you have a pending divorce. It's not finalized, it's pending. Okay, you're still living together, or maybe you're separated and you have a pending divorce and you qualify for VAWA and you think you qualify for VAWA. Definitely in that case, again, I would recommend use a lawyer, but the long story short is you still qualify for VAWA under that scenario. Then the third scenario is in the situation where you have a finalized divorce and you believe you qualify for VAWA and you want to file for a VAWA, that is a marital-based green card, a 10-year marital-based green card. So in that scenario, you actually still do qualify for VAWA as long as it's not been longer than 2 years, okay? If it's not been longer than 2 years since your divorce, you still by law qualify for VAWA. Again, I would definitely enjoin you to use a lawyer, because under that circumstances, a lot of things your lawyer has to show and to prove up in order for you to get that VAWA, okay? So you definitely want to use a lawyer. Definitely want to use an experienced immigration lawyer. You can call me if you'd like, and I will do your VAWA if and or it's based on a divorce. Then the last thing I want to discuss is the biggest benefit about VAWA is simply that it gives you a 10-year green card, and simply that you're able to get your own green card on your own merits. And I really love that. It just restores a lot of freedom to you, because you're like, oh man, I got this just on my own merits. I did this on my own. My spouse didn't have to get involved. My spouse didn't have to know. And I ended up with a 10-year green card. So if you're listening to me and this sounds like something you want to do, my number is flashing below, 901-306-7123. Do call us, schedule a phone consultation, and we will get you set up and helped, okay? The best way to start your case today is to call 901-306-7123, schedule a phone consultation, and we'll get started. Me and my team are ready for you. Come on through. Let's help you get your 10-year green card. And then after that, we'll file for your citizenship. Thank you very much. This is your legal tip for this week. Bye-bye.